Anxious? Fatigued? Going round in circles between anxious and fatigued? Why do fatigue and anxiety often go hand in hand, and what can you do about it? There are lots of practical ways to stop anxiety and exhaustion from ruining your life, and today I'm sharing some quick tips you can apply immediately. So, let's talk. Hi, I'm Jeremy Godwin, and I live with anxiety and fatigue, so this is a topic I know a lot about. One of the worst feelings in the world is trying to drag yourself through the day when you're feeling physically, mentally, or emotionally exhausted, or all of the above. Life is so busy that it can feel relentless, leaving many of us feeling constantly worn out. But if you have anxiety, then have you ever considered that your fatigue might also have something to do with your condition? Let's talk about this connection and why it's more significant than you might think. What is fatigue? Fatigue refers to an overwhelming sense of tiredness, making even the simplest tasks seem daunting. It's not just about lacking sleep. It's a deeper, more persistent kind of exhaustion. It can be physical, mental, or emotional, or even all three at once. Anxiety, which is a state of constant worry or fear, often results in tiredness and fatigue. So you might wonder, how are the two connected? Well, let's talk about why you feel anxiety and fatigue. Chronic anxiety can be mentally draining, leaving you in a state of continual alertness. This exhausts your mind, leading directly to feelings of fatigue. Anxiety fatigue can happen for multiple reasons: mental exhaustion, disrupted sleep, muscle tension, prolonged periods of heightened stress hormones leading to a crash afterwards, and more. Common symptoms of anxiety fatigue include physical symptoms like headaches, muscle aches, or disturbances in sleep patterns, mental symptoms such as difficulty concentrating, memory issues, or decision-making challenges, emotional symptoms like irritability, mood swings, or even heightened emotional reactions to minor triggers. But the good news is that there's a lot you can do to start improving your situation. So let's talk about how to manage fatigue and anxiety. Tip 1. Make your self-care a priority. Because if you don't, then who will? We all need time to rest and recharge, preferably on a daily basis. And so you need to make time for yourself and then actually follow through by doing things to look after yourself. Reading, writing, gardening. Find what works for you and make regular time for it. And if you struggle with making time for yourself, then watch my recent video about time management. It's linked in the episode description. Tip 2. Embrace mindfulness. Simple mindfulness practices like meditation or deep breathing can help to center your thoughts, reduce anxiety, and in turn alleviate associated fatigue. Dedicating just 10 minutes a day to mindfulness practices can make a huge difference. Tip 3. Move your body. Because physical activity not only rejuvenates your body, which reduces fatigue, but it also releases endorphins, nature's own anxiety busters. So you'll feel better and you'll have more energy. And remember that energy creates energy. Tip 4. Review what you eat. Your diet plays a crucial role in how you feel. If you eat crap, you'll feel like crap. Whereas if you eat better, you'll feel better. Consuming too many processed items can leave you drained and anxious. For better well-being, embrace a diet rich in fresh produce, grains, and quality proteins. Also, be mindful of limiting the amount of sugar and added sugars you consume in order to prevent unexpected energy slumps and mood shifts. Tip 5. Sort out your sleep routine. Improving the quality of your sleep is vital because our brains need that time to reset and recharge. Make sure your bedroom is a sanctuary for rest, free from distractions. And you'll find that setting a regular sleep schedule and sticking to it can also help regulate your body's internal clock. Tip 6. Spend quality time with others. Because positive interactions can be healing. Whether it's sharing your feelings or just indulging in light-hearted banter, quality connections can serve as a buffer against both fatigue and anxiety. Tip 7. Get support. If you find that you're dealing with more frequent and chronic fatigue issues and nothing seems to be working, talk to your doctor as soon as possible. You might be experiencing burnout, anxiety, or a number of other conditions, so it's better to have a proper diagnosis. You don't have to go through health issues alone, and nor should you. Here's the thing. Dealing with anxiety and fatigue can be draining, physically, mentally, and emotionally, but there are lots of ways to take control so that you don't find yourself overwhelmed by extreme tiredness and chronic fatigue. Take things one day at a time, be proactive about managing your situation, and ask for help when you need it. You've got this. If this video was helpful, please give it a like, and you can also listen to me talk about this topic and more over on the Let's Talk About Mental Health podcast, available now wherever you get your podcasts. It's linked in the description, or just head to ltamh.com. Thanks so much for joining me today. Take care and talk to you next time. Thank you to my supporters on Patreon. For early episode access and ad-free content, join now using the link in the episode description.